Parchments is a top-down dungeon crawler-like RPG where you play as basically a wizard from like a Harry Potter school, out to gather 9 parchments and make it back to save the school. This game can be played single player or online. However, there's a giant issue with this. My biggest issue with the entire game is that multiplayer isn't drop in and drop out. Though you keep your character progress, you lose all other progress entirely if you decide you need some help to get past an area. You can't decide to open up your story to allow other players to join you if you start single player. You lose all campaign progress in a campaign that is about 10 hours long, a massive mistake. Multiplayer and campaign progress issues aside, Night Parchments is a very just okay dungeon crawler. As you progress through the game's 10-hour campaign, you'll only run into a handful of different enemies. Enemy variety is essentially just unshielded enemies and flowers that throw magic at you, healer enemies, and then annoying shielded enemies both tiny and large. And your job is to take them out with the magic you have, all while completing feats to unlock new characters, collecting chests for experience, hats and staffs that give you a bonus in game like health when you dash, or a faster recharge rate. That's right, your magic does have to recharge, which on paper is fine. You'll have like 12 magic attacks to scroll through by the game's end. Where it gets annoying though is that enemies all for the most part are elemental based. They're immune to certain elemental attacks, and later on some will have a ring around them making them invulnerable to 2 elements. And this game only features 4, fire, ice, death, and lightning. If you don't have a powerful attack for each of those elements, you're gonna have a tough time in certain spots, as you do pick your attack you unlock after defeating each of the game's 9 bosses. Thankfully the game is decently generous with its checkpoints, and giving you an extra life if you're playing solo, so you're allowed to die twice without restarting, and there are healing spells. However, checkpoints are very inconsistent, and at times you'll be asked to go through 3 or 4 really difficult waves of enemies. The game definitely offers a challenge, especially in its boss fights, but the game is so samey throughout that every level feels exactly the same, and the challenges start to get more annoying and grind-feely than fun. Speaking of grind, your character does level up as you go on for you to dump skills into a skill tree. However, you can't actually grind. This is a game where you defeat every enemy in an area and move on, no respawning. 9 Parchments has a little magic in here, it's fun at times, but the fun isn't lasting. I give 9 Parchments a 6 out of 10.